Okay, hi everyone. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so behind. Okay, I had plans this year, like a lot of them, and I am so far behind that none of them are getting done at all. And I mean, I've been planning this video that I'm filming for you right now for since January because I wanted to do the books I read in 2025, which actually was 43 books, but I only have 42 because I actually gifted one to my friend's daughter. So there's that. Sorry. Darren bought me a drink. I've been sitting up here for like at least an hour trying to figure out how to do this video. So for me, it'll be parts. For you, it won't be. Well, you might notice a bit of difference in the coloration of the sky, but we'll see. So I have cold. Uh, books that I read in 2025 that no, this one is the 2025, all the ones I read. There are three piles. I had to get them all off my bookshelf. Yeah, and I'm not putting them in the order I read them in because I don't remember that, and my book for that is downstairs. So I am just gonna go with the flow and see how it goes. So we're gonna start with this is the last book I read last year. I haven't read anything after this. It is Raiders of the Lost Heart by Jo Segura, I think her name is. I did start with annotations and then halfway through I just yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna go into that. I will go back in eventually and finish it, but I did enjoy actually kind of annotating and I need to fix it so that they're not sticking out anymore. But I just haven't had time. I did really enjoy the annotating and yeah, I do want to go back in and finish it off because there were some really good like quotes and parts in there that I really did enjoy and it felt so scary just to highlight inside the book. I've never done that before. I've never annotated. I've never highlighted. Um, I didn't write anything in there, thank God, because I probably would have freaked out. But I did highlight. So small steps, small steps. Oh, I did read. Sorry, make sure that was on. I read The Ritual. Oh my days, guys! I ate this up. Okay, I read it. No, I devoured it. Okay, this I'm my next video is going to be like my favorite books that I read last year, even though I didn't read as many as I was hoping to. Like the whole second half of the year, I didn't read at all, really. I just kind of stopped reading in May, and I haven't read anything this year either. So I'm really, really behind. But I did read The Ritual, and it is, yeah, yeah, I devoured this. We don't need to go on there, do we? No, we don't. We don't need to go on there. Okay, and then I did read Final Gambit, Throwhorn Legacy, and Inheritance Games. All three. Um, I don't know why I did it backwards. I guess it's because that's how I had it here. Um, I read all three of them. I still have to read obviously the others, but I did do a reading vlog for these, and I do kind of want to finish this series as a whole reading vlog, like not all, like an all put together reading vlog, but like an overall reading vlog, like every book, just because it feels like that's kind of how the vibes were for that one, you know? Yeah. So that was that's kind of the goal for that. And I have the original covers as well. I don't know if I mentioned that when I did them, but these were the original covers that were released. Now they are obviously just the colors. Pretty sure Inheritance Games was a different color. Actually, it might be red with something with a different cover, but these were the original ones. So and oh, I just hate that. That's mm. I really should do a video like book icks for me personally. That is one of them. Okay, and then I did read. This was in January as well. This was a side book. I didn't even have like. Okay, I do have like other ones that are in like kind of by the same authors and stuff, but it wasn't meant. It wasn't a picked out book. Okay, it was uh just a random book that I added in. Anyway, this is Winter Soldier Cold Front. I love Winter Soldier. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I do. I am a big, massive Bucky Barnes fan. I love him to pieces. Him, Loki. I've got a thing for villains, clearly. Um, I don't know. I feel like he got the shortest end of the stick, and then everyone hated on him, and he's not. It's not his fault. He's misunderstood. As every girl says about every guy that's a red flag. So anyway, I did read it. It was nice, short, sweet. Um, yeah, I did read it. I have like loads of books like this though. So like I've got like I'm pretty sure I've got Loki as well. Yeah, I've got Loki where my two favorites. um, yeah, I've got Loki one as well there. That's for hopefully this year. Um, and I've got like loads of like Disney ones as well. So, and I know that there are other ones. I'm pretty sure they've got like a Wakanda one, or was it Wasp? Anyway, yeah. So I did read this one. I did read it. I did read it. Oh, and then I had so if you remember, not obviously, well, I obviously read it last year, but the year before, you probably wouldn't know the year before. I read like the other ones by this author. I went to a TV con and I picked them up. Okay, I picked up this one, The Chronicles of Magnadom. This is volume one, by the way. I also have Dead Wizard's Dream. It's actually what it's called. Legend of the Lullaby, and then there was like a night one. What comes in the night or something. Legend of the Lullaby is obviously they're all set in the same universe. Legend of the Lullaby is a standalone, which is like a Disney standalone or something. And then what comes in the night is Vampires, another standalone, but in the same verse. And then this one I do feel really does tie in with the Dead Wizard's Dream because yeah, I just feel like it's all all tied in. This one actually has multiple stories inside it, so it's an multiple short stories. This one has mythical creatures, unholy demons, swords and sorceries, battles and betrayals, witches and wizards, noble heroes and ruthless villains. It has, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 to 11 different like short stories. Um, and they are this one is signed as well. Like he did sign it for me. Um, they're all signed. I just, I don't know. The thing is, I feel bad because I do want to carry on, but at the same time, like I don't because I didn't get into it like that. So I'm not rushing myself to buy the rest of them. Like this is a anthology, is that what it's called? When you got different books in there? I can't remember. But the other one, I mean, I do want to see what happens in that series because that was like a jump in story, like timeline and stuff. I do want to see how that ends, but like I'm not running to see how it ends, you know? So there's that. Um, okay, I read Provenance by Caroline Kelpens. Okay, so this is actually the author of You. Oh, and that's also on Netflix. But anyway, this is the author of You. This is a fantasy style book, I would say, or science fiction, something like that. So it's about a guy that goes missing and then as a kid and then shows up years later, 4 years later. And he has no memory of where he's been, what he did. He's also like an adult. He was in high school when he went missing. Now obviously not. And then yeah, it just kind of went from there. Really, I feel like we had a lot of jumping timelines in there too. I wasn't overly fond of this one. I do feel like this one was like it's lucky it got to stay kind of book because maybe I just wasn't in the vibes for it. I don't know. But there was like a lot of referencing to another book inside the book and yeah, it was getting me, you know? But I did read it. I think that was like that's probably what put me in my major reading slump was that because I was like that was the one I finished just before I read Raiders of the Lost Ark and even then I was reading Raiders like really slowly. So yeah. I did read Bride by Ellie Hazelwood. This was her first fantasy. Now she has Mate as well, which is the second one to this one. Um, but yeah, so I did read it. I did enjoy it. This one was enjoyable. I don't know. I feel like I have a little bit of suckerism here for Ali Hazelwood. I do actually enjoy her books. Um, yeah, I don't remember how I got started. I think I just bought one in a charity shop one day, and then I didn't even read that one. I read it. I bought a second one somewhere else, and I read that one first, which was her three novellas. I don't know why I had four fingers. I said three. Three novellas. Was like on the roof or something. Loath to Love You was the book, but it's like three novellas. But yeah, so I'm in my own world there. I'm forgetting what I'm saying. But yeah, so I did read this one. For me, it's all going to be parts of this video, so I'm so sorry. Okay, and then I read The Night Hunt. Okay, I actually did enjoy this. This one was like the gods. Yeah, it was gods. It was like about gods. Okay, and my lord, gods and a demon. Right? She's a demon. Yeah, she's a demon, and he's a god, or he doesn't know he's a god. It's complicated. Um, but yeah, I actually did enjoy this. It's YA. I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. So what's in it? Monsters, vampires, vengeance, and dark romance. I still feel like it was YA. Very like there was no like spice or anything in the book, and there was no like reference into the spice. I don't remember. I mean, it was last year. I don't really remember it very well. But yeah, so I did enjoy this. I do actually have the other ones by the same author, which is To Kill a Kingdom, Princess of Souls, and then Into the Crooked Palace and City of Spells. Those are two different sets of series, I'm pretty sure, with duologies. So yeah. Oh, and then I read That Kind of Guy. I did like this, okay, guys. I really did. I don't even know how to describe it. I did really like this. Okay, I thought it was cute. I read it as a buddy read with my friend. I loved it. I really did. It was giving me, it gave like small town vibe. It was giving like the fake relationship that you're starting to see is probably not fake anymore because why would you do that kind of thing? Um, yeah, I did enjoy this one too. Not like it's not in my top favorites, but I really did enjoy it. I have like probably not that many top favorites actually. Okay, then we had Next of Kin. Um, I read this as well as a buddy read. I can't remember what I rated this because that's all downstairs in my other book. But I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. You know, I liked its like the idea. I like the plot. I love that so that both of them can foster or adopt their siblings. That's it. Yeah. So they can both keep their siblings basically. They have to live together and show that she has the house, he has the job. Yeah, I liked that. I liked that whole plot line. That was a really good, strong plot line. So there were parts in there that made me want to scream at the book, like physically scream at the book. Like I was probably close, like a couple of times. And I'm pretty sure when I was talking to my friend when we were doing like our little catch up on where we are, she felt the same way. I'm pretty sure. Like, what the frick is happening right now? Both of us were going stark crazy. So, pretty sure anyway. Yeah, so I did read it. I know that there's more in there. I'm just, it's what it is. Okay. Elsie Silver, guys. If you don't know, I do love Elsie. She's probably one of my very favorites of like cowboy, small town romance. Okay. Every time I pick up an Elsie book, I am in a chokehold. Okay. And I'm not going to lie. I do look forward to her new series. I have the rest of this series still to read. I haven't read it yet. Um, because think we were meant to do it as a buddy read. I can't remember, and I don't want to pick it up. And then it turns out that we were doing it as a buddy read, and I'd forgotten. But anyway, I did read Off to the Races, which is the first one in the Gold Ranch Rush series, which is in Ruby Creek. Okay, and then we've got obviously Chestnut Spring series. We know what that is. And then we have the Rose Hill series, which we obviously know what that is. And then she's obviously bringing out her new one, which is Emerald Lake series, which is starting with Fever Dream. I'm so excited to see the one. So I have got one, two, three, four books of hers that I do need to catch up on before I go into the new series. Also, to point out, because I do feel like it needs pointing out, I did read her Christmas novella, and obviously that's not here either. But yeah, I read that too. So yes, Off the Races. This one has also got its the prequel novella, which was Out of the Gate, which is the grandfather and grandmother to the male main character in this one. I did read that too, technically, but there we go. Oh. And then we have Hopeless. I did finally finish the Chestnut Spring series last year. I was doing this series as well as a buddy read with the same girl I was doing other buddy reads with, but we were doing it with another girl and or lady, and she was still on Reckless as far as we know, and we haven't really caught up with her. Well, she hasn't caught up with us, I guess. I don't know. She just kind of disappeared, and yeah, we carried on reading because we wanted to finish it. So I did finish Chestnut Spring series. Okay, I know this book had a lot of hate from people. I'm not one of them. Okay, I thought this was a really cute ending for this series. Okay, I feel like Bo's character was put in so much in the other ones as a happy-go-lucky guy that I can understand why people didn't like this one, because you're seeing a side of him that you never saw before. You didn't see him depressed as much. I think Reckless was probably the one that you started seeing that side of him, like where he had a go at Winter, I'm pretty sure, or something. Like that's when you started seeing that kind of side of him, and which, not in a rude way, it is understandable for what happened to him. But again, don't get wrong, what happened to him, bad, fully bad. It is one of my top favorites of the read of the year as well, by the way. It's in that category too, because I did love this book. He could have had it worse, and I think that's something that they didn't want that wasn't touched on. It could have been worse. It wasn't. Okay, could have been so much worse. But I can understand the whole PTSD and the depression and everything, because that was his life, and now it's not. But how he kind of, it's not moved on, because that's not something you could ever do, but it's how he managed that trauma and to deal with that was so good to read. It really was. And then obviously you've got the girl, I can't remember her name right now, Bailey. Yeah? Is that not her name? Give me a minute. It doesn't say her name on the back. Okay. Doesn't say her name on the back. I'm pretty sure it's Bailey. Her name. And I love this, that he was willing to help her through her struggle of how this town sees her. She's nothing like her brothers or the rest of her family, but because of who she is, that's it. That's all they see. I get that. That's lumbering someone into a category just to suit your needs. It's disgusting and happens way more often than you can imagine. And I do love that he was like, so pretend to marry me, because he's an upstanding citizen of the town. Everyone loves Bo. It'll give her leeway where it didn't before. Also, massive plot twist. Did not see that he owned the bar that she was working in. Didn't see that. That had me like, what? Didn't see that coming. Okay, but it does make sense why he was always there, why the brothers always go there. It makes sense. I was just like, I did not see that. No. But yeah, so hopeless. I'm just kind of going off topic a little bit, isn't I? Oh, and I read Onyx Storm. Okay, guys, this is also my top favorites of the year. The end to this book. So there's only going to be 5 books in this series. Kind of secretly hoping there's going to be like a similar series, maybe a different world, maybe from different kingdoms. Like, who knows? So many possibilities. But anyway, we went back to Violet and Xaden, and all I know is I need this to hurry up as a film or a TV show. Isn't it a TV show? I think it's a TV show. It needs to hurry up and come out as a TV show. Needs to come out already. Needs to. Hurry up. Because I do want to see this. Okay, I just love the characters. I love the development and the story in general. Like, I feel like book one was a lot of world building. And I do feel like you had to really stick it out a little bit through the first half of the book for that world building. But now we're seeing other places, and there was so much of that in here. Like, it did take me a hot minute to get through. Like, the other ones I read through pretty quick in comparison to this. But I loved it. You know, like the world building, still seeing other kingdoms, and like even getting that little snippet of like from her about her dad with the book thing and even her. Like it felt good to see all of that. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I did read Onyx Thorn last year. Like, I can't even describe. Yeah, no, I can't even describe it because I did read this one. I'm pretty sure like I did a month where I was like reading books that are gifted, and this was gifted to me by Darren. Um, I'm an to add this in here into that month kind of thing, and yeah, but I read it, I enjoyed it, I loved every second of it. Um, I was eating that up, letting it. Yeah. So I have to get the next pile ready. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys. And I'll see you in like 2 ticks. Okay, so yeah, I am obviously back. You guys don't know, obviously, because you know didn't really get a. But yeah, okay. Anyway, so I've moved things around in the room, which is why you can see my pile. Anyway, we're gonna carry on with the books that I read last year. Um, yeah. So I have Engines of Alchemancy. Um, this is a 4 book series, by the way. I don't have the rest of the series yet. Trying to remember how I felt about this one. I did enjoy it, but again, there was like so much jumping that I was like at the point where I was like, I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to feel about some of these characters at the moment. Like, am I supposed to feel sorry for this character or? And then I guess the ending was just so unexpected. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You do you. So there's that. Um, oh, I have Falling for Alaska. Um, I don't know. I went in thinking one thing because of when I read it. Um, and it wasn't what I thought. And it is large print, okay, guys. So that was no struggle there. But I don't know. I think I thought I went in thinking one thing, and then when I was reading it, I was just like, okay, so it's not what I thought. But it was still cute. it was a cutesy feel of romance. I didn't dislike that. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we were just there was like literal gaps there, like there was jumping to conclusions that we were never at before. I'm pretty sure we went from like no relationship, by the way, no kissing, nothing, nothing. They've never even kissed, and he's asking her to marry him. Pretty sure that was right at the end. And I was like, did I like miss that part? So yeah, I feel like there was a lot of jumping in there somewhere. Mm. Yeah. So there's that. Oh, okay. So I was getting from Book Babes before they closed as a store. I was getting their book of the month. It's not like it wasn't a subscription. It was just like a pay monthly thing. If you're lucky enough to catch it when it's available, you can, and if not, then you don't get it. It was kind of simple, and the boxes were so cute. Honestly, like not even just the books themselves, but like the boxes themselves were so cute. Like the stuff that was in them. I'm pretty sure because the one I'm showing you is the October one, which was the um I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like a dark fairy tale retelling. I'm pretty sure that was what it was called for Halloween month, and it is that exact thing, by the way. No, no, it's not that. It is that. Um, but I'm pretty sure, like in the box, I had like a little skull as well, which I really loved. It's sitting on my shelf. Um, I'm pretty sure this is the one with the dragon candlelight tea holder. I don't know where that is right now. I think it's in my other drawer, but that I'm pretty sure it came. I got that in there. There was a candle which I did burn. There's like a few little bits and bobs in there as well, and it comes with a matching bookmark. Now, the bookmark that I got with this one was actually done by someone else that I've bought bookmarks from before, and I was just so like excited because I was like, oh my gosh, I've actually bought from him as well. Like I've actually got books here that was from his book of the month as well when he did his one. Well, he stopped for a while. I think he's back to doing it again. I haven't ordered from him for a while either, but yeah. So back to the main bit. I got the Gruesome Fairy Tales by Annalee Adams. Okay, so after reading this, okay, it is very dark. All right, don't get confused. This is dark, like insane dark. And if you remember my unboxing, I actually unboxed Prince, which is her newest one to this series. This has 4 books in it. It has Gretel and Hansel. Hansel and Gretel, is it? Does it go Hansel and Gretel? Yeah, so this is the Gruesome Fairy Tales part 1 and 2. And then I've got 3 and 4. So yeah, okay, this is Gretel and Hansel in part 1. And then where's part 2? Part 2, I'm pretty sure, was Red and Wolf. Right. Yeah, Red and Wolf. So we've got literally Hansel and Gretel, and then we've got Red Riding Hood in here. I'm trying to remember. Hansel and Gretel were 2 different people. Obviously, Gretel was the girl, and Hansel was the guy. But I'm pretty sure that in Wolf and Red, or Red and Wolf, sorry, it's just her. So like Red is the present time, and then Wolf is like kind of her past bit. I think it was. It's been a while since I've read it, so bear in mind it was last year I read it, and I read it in my. I did a month where I did reading books from. In February, I did the reading books that I got in book boxes. I've got 2 or 3 books still that I haven't from the book box that I haven't read from Book Babes, which was one was the Christmas one, and then the other one was the maybe it's 2, and one was the January last box. Yeah, in the January last box, it was like sprayed edge as well. It was really nice. But yes, this got me addicted to Annalee Adams. Okay, this is definitely going to be in my favorites of the year because not only did I get this as soon as I finished this, I then went on to Amazon to have a look. And then I found her actual website, by the way. So she does have an actual website just to verify. You could just literally search her name it'll come out. But I went onto Amazon and then I found Cinders, which is, well, I mean, if I need to explain, but it is a carnival, dark, twisted carnival version. The end, I was like, okay, right. So she kind of goes to a carnival with her boyfriend. Is it her boyfriend and friends? Okay, yeah, this says it is a disturbing serial killer thriller. Tells the story of a 17-year-old Molly and her friends, yeah, as they step into the seductive yet sinister world of a freak show. So yeah, her friends, guys, these are my top favorites of the year. Not gonna lie, okay? These are worth reading. I even have prints to read, and I'm excited to read it, but I do want to get some of the ones I actually have on the go finished. But it is worth it. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to explain it to you just because I feel like their explanations are so horrific, but so good. Like I love them. Okay, I love them. They are definitely some of my favorite reads that I've had. This year I'm going to Wonderland, and I have like a massive pre-order from Annalie. Not these ones because I don't. She hasn't got any other ones in this series out yet, but her other series that she wrote. I'm so excited. But guys, yeah, these are worth reading. In my opinion, they are worth. If you like dark stuff, yeah. If you don't, no, don't read them. Don't read them because there is like a lot of. Okay, so we do have obviously death in there. Um, I'm trying to think of how to describe it without. I'm trying to think of how to describe this without it sounding like, oh yeah, I'm just like cuckoo crazy. There's like a lot of death. This one has like dead bodies. Um, what else is there? Yeah, even in this one as well, there was. I'm pretty sure, like in yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that bit. Yeah, sorry. And then there's like other stuff like abuse and things, like different types of abuse, uh, sex trading in this one, in like this in Red and Wolf. Yeah, so yeah, but they are in my favorite reads of the year because I loved them. I ate them up. I couldn't put them down. Kind of books. Like I had to when I was reading this one, I wanted to do it, so I read like um I wanted to read it like Gretel in one day and then Hansel in another day because technically that you can buy them as individual books on Amazon and on her website, so that is doable. And then I bought obviously this one separately, which I bought Prince as well separately. Yeah, I don't regret these at all. So, and I don't regret that I really enjoyed them. Okay. I also read this is also I got this from Book Babes. I also got Reaper Restrained by Harley Ridge. Okay, I read this, right? Oh, this is super shiny and it's reflecting so bad. I'm so sorry. Oh, this is so frustrating. I'm just gonna take off and the hardcover's no better. Okay, I read this. It's a MC. Okay, I haven't read really any MCs before this. I don't think. No, I haven't read any NC books before this. Okay, I did. I'm so sorry. I did enjoy it. Okay, it wasn't unenjoyable. Just so much swearing. When I reviewed it, I did say, and I tagged the author because I did actually enjoy the read. But my thing was that is a lot of swearing. Like it swears more than me, and like I'm from South London. Okay, that's the thing. How are you telling me this has more swearing than me and my partner? We're both from South London. Swearing is like a thing there. I was like, okay. But I do want to get the rest of the series. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do want to get the rest of the series. I want to see how it goes. We have so many POVs in here. So many. It was crazy. I mean, I think I counted like 12 different POV characters. But putting that all aside, the actual story was so good. Like it had so much found family. I was loving it. Okay, it was amazing. And putting aside the swearing issue, it's not an issue. It's just there was a lot. And even the author, well, when she commented on the post, she was like, "Yeah, the rest of them are the same." She was like, I was like, because I feel like I had my yearly fill of swearing just reading this one book. And she was like, "Well, space them out, maybe." And I'll get the rest, and I probably will space them out because there was a lot of swearing, even for me. I don't even think. I mean, I know dark romance has swearing in general. Okay, I do know that, but like, I'm pretty sure this is swear. Like, it's oh yeah, oh, because it came on Book Babes. It has its matching bookmark. Just to say, had to show that off. I'm sure that like my first page has um. Let me just check. Okay, I just needed to check. Or maybe not. Not this one. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so I don't think. Oh yeah. Okay, so the bottom there is swearing on page 2 at the bottom. But yeah, okay, let me see how many actual POVs I had in this because I'm sure it was about 15. I take it back 15. There was 15 different POVs. And then its dedication was welcome to all the beautiful book babes. If you're here for the first time, good luck. I've been here before. You've been here for us the same shit just fight same shit fight just prettier pages and less. Um but still plenty because I fucking love the things. So fucking so good fucking luck with everything and enjoy the view. See? Like even the dedication. Okay. And there are trigger warnings in the back. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's in the back. Lord explain. Please put them in the front. It does so. Excessive swearing as a trigger warning. So, but it was at the back and I'd forgotten to go check. Okay, so I saw it when I finished the book and I was like, okay, excessive swearing isn't really a trigger. It took I was unexpecting of it, and I was like, wow, and there's at least one minimum swear word on every page. One at least. Some pages had a minimum of 10. I'm like, okay. But I did actually kind of like it. Not kind of, I did like it. I do want to finish the series. I did like it. It was an enjoyable read. The found family was really, really good in this for me. So the gal, her dad passes, he has cancer. She moves to the US with her best friend, who is like a sister. And then they kind of go to they end up at an MC and she takes a job as a mechanic. I'm pretty sure it was. Mm, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think this one was she ends up as like a mechanic, and the girl that she goes with kind of ends up with the leader. I think it's been a while. Please don't judge if I've forgotten. So there's that. Oh, okay. And then I read House of Ash and Shadow. This is book 1 in the series. I'm pretty sure there's like 4. I think. I don't remember. But this is book 1. Um, it is YA. Double checking. Yeah, it is YA. Young adult fiction. Yeah, it's YA. Was this the one where the girl can't? Yeah, she can't touch because it'll cause her pain. But she touched a guy or something. she grabs onto a guy in the book. Yeah, she touches him and she doesn't feel any pain. He's like the only person she's ever touched and had no pain. So it was a shocker. But she ended up going to the city that he came from, joining the school, I think it was. I'm sure that's what happened. Yeah, the magical academy where she learns the truth about her own history and her curse. And then at the end, I'm pretty sure it was a cliffhanger. And I did actually, in my, I did go pick up the other ones in the series just the other month. So, so excited to see how this ends because I, I have nothing against YA books, by the way, guys. Um, I was just, yeah, I was kind of shocked at how much I did like this one. I mean, most YAs, I feel like, yeah. And I know there are other series by her. I know there are other series, so I do plan on getting those as well. Just starting with this one, I guess. It was gifted, so I did a month where I read gifted books. Okay, and then I read Scale of the Dragon, which is book one in this series. I'm pretty sure there's six, and one of them is an ebook only. I've only read this one. I did enjoy this one, and this one was also another YA, I think. I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really remember it very well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. What I can remember is she can sense dragons, and she is a slave to a king who kills the dragons that she can sense. Because I think she has, was it? Okay, yeah, so a childhood accident left her scarred and cursed that her master exploits for to hunt dragons. She just wants freedom from her master and the dragons. But unless the right dragon is killed, she'll be bound. Oh, so the dragon that is connected to her is still alive, and I think we actually see him in there. And then there was I can't remember. And I don't have my book to tell me what I rated it or what I thought my thoughts. So I'm going by what I can kind of remember. And it ain't much apparently. But overall, it was an enjoyable read. Very enjoyable. It's so small. It was like a cute little read that I definitely needed at the time, I think. Oh I very coughed. Okay, this actually has two books to it. I didn't know that. I have obviously read this one. It's a yeah. I think it was because I wanted to try out the author. I heard good things and I wanted to try it out, and it is a small book, so it wasn't gonna kill me. Obviously, it's not in my top favorites of the year, but you know. Okay, and then I read another Ali Hazelwood, Love Theoretically. I loved this one. It was so cute and adorable, and yeah, and oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm not very sciencey like this. Like I don't do science. It's not my thing. But this I didn't mind so much. And it's not the first one I've read from her. I did read obviously the Loath to Love You, which is three novellas, all women in STEM. Um Love Hypothesis, which is also women in STEM. This one, which is also women in STEM. Mostly her books are women in STEM. She's obviously got her Checkmate, which is her YA romance, and her Bride and Mate, which is fantasy. Oh, and Deep End, which is a normal romance or sports romance, right? Yeah. And then she's got the other one, that Problematic Summer Romance or something. Yeah. And I don't think that's a woman in STEM, but I don't know. But yes, so I did read this one, and wow, okay. I can't even. I do remember I liked it a lot. But yeah, so there's that. I've got so many books to show you. Okay, Baby Dragon Cafe. Okay, I liked it. Yeah, it was in the 3-star range. Now don't judge me. I can give it like 3.5. But all the faces I'm pulling because I'm trying to remember. But it got a 3.5 because the story was good and it was cute and adorable. And I do look forward to reading like the bakery and I think there's a bookshop. Yeah. Anyway, I went in expecting I don't like an adult romance. Okay, I went in expecting like a nice, cute adult fantasy romance. Pixie. I went in expecting that, and what I read felt YA. So, and considering when everyone else was reading it, no one bothered to mention that it read like a YA. So there's that. Definitely unexpected. Unexpected. You okay? Okay. I think this is actually the last book, babes, book that I read. Yeah, it was. Unless there's one in that pile, which I don't think so. This is a Princess of Earth. Okay, this. Okay. Um, I have a lot of thoughts on this book. I did enjoy this. Okay, I do want to get the other two in the series, which I'm pretty sure was something like Queen of Fire or something, or Princess of Fire. Anyway, I can't. I went in. I don't know, thinking fully there was going to be a lot of politics because obviously the whole princess thing, and it does on the back. After the Fire Kingdom had murdered her parents at 4 years old, she was taken into hiding. Now, 14 years later, the Earth Kingdom is under a threat. She has to return to her parents' castle and is expected to sit on the throne as their queen. She has to learn to rule, she has to lead an army, and she must find a way out. I expected so much politics. There was like snippets in there, like there was things in there that were obviously for politic use for the book, but it wasn't overall crowded with it. It was so easy to read, so fun to follow, easy to follow, fun to read. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I really did. So much so that the other two are actually in my Amazon cart ready to buy. I just haven't done it yet because every time I go to buy them, another book for another series that I am also reading comes out, and I'm like, I'm gonna get that. So that's what I do. Although, mind you, I also buy on Vinted, so I think I'll probably look for them on there first, see if they're there. If not, then go back to Amazon. But yeah, so I got that one. Um, oh, hmm, hmm. So the other, the other book that I got before, um, that I've mentioned from another that the bookmark came from the company. This is the company, the guy that I got it from, not this specific company, but this is one of the books from his book boxes. I only got two, I think, in the end from him, which were both like fantasy books. Yeah, I think they were both fantasy books. This one is The Odd Wolf. It did have a bookmark with it. I'm just trying to find where my bookmark is sitting. There we go. Okay, cool. Give me a second. There, that's better. I do like that. It's so cute. Um, part one. This one. There's obviously another part. I'm trying to remember how I felt reading this. I did. I liked aspects on some and not other parts. Our main character does have a disability, which was amazing to read in a book, by the way, because I don't really. I think she's got more than one, right? I think that was it. She has a lot. I can't remember, but I think she's got a fair few different disabilities. And it was nice to see that for a female main character in a book. And I think that's what drew me in. But there was just some other stuff going on that I was just not about or not for. And I was just like, okay, cool. But books are hit and miss in general. So, you know, and I don't really, I was going to get rid of it, but I feel like I'm going to give it another go at a later date. I did finish it, I read it all the way through. Maybe it's because I wasn't feeling the vibes. You know, when you're not feeling vibes and you read something, you're like, that's not as good as it could have been. I'll try again another time. That was this for me. So I'll keep that in mind. Okay. And then we have Elsie Silver's Wild Eyes and Wild Love. Wild Side, even. Oh gosh, guys. I do love some Elsie. And the whole single dad trope is really getting me. I mean, technically, Reese wasn't a dad. Not gonna lie. But who cares? Because it made it still good anyway. In this case, I feel like Tabby was like the single mum in this case and fighting her this whole situation for her nephew. But oh my days, I loved it. I love Wild Eyes, and I did love Wild Side. I'm excited to read Wild Card, although I've heard that that one's probably not the best in the series, and that's making me so sad because they put really good pathway in with that from book one. Also, in this one, I'm pretty sure he talks about the whole marriage thing comes up again in this one. I'm pretty sure that was brought up in this one, or was it book one? It might be in this one. I think it could be this one. At the bowling thing where he was like, "Yeah, do you wanna come to my wedding?" Can't remember, but yeah. So I read them. We're not gonna discuss how. Yeah. Oh, and then okay, yeah, these are the last ones. I read all of Freedom McFadden's Housemaid series because, and I did this as a reading vlog for you guys. Actually, funny enough, yeah, I read it as a reading vlog for you guys because I was so sweet and kind, and yeah, I just yeah. Okay, I did actually really enjoy this series. It was definitely one of my top favorites of the year as well. 100% enjoyed that series. I just have like one more pile left of books that I read last year, and then we go do a whole different reading because I also now have a guest sitting on me because apparently I'm his favorite comfy chair. So yeah, let me just sort this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is the last part, like in segment bit for me. For you, this is just the end of the video kind of thing. So I only have 8 books left to show you. Yeah, not even that many. So the other book that I got from the book boxes was Guardians of the Aspis. Oh my gosh. I devoured this one. Like, what's going on here? Oh, because it come with the um bookmark. See, the bookmark says eyes down, don't react, blend in. I'm pretty sure it was a statement that was put in the book somewhere. I can't remember, but yeah, I left its bookmark in there, so I knew where it was. This is a series. This is book one of the series. The other one is due out soonish. I think it is. I can't remember. I have to go and check. But it was due out, but it was only on Kindle, and I really do kind of want it as paperback as I've got the first one, and I don't really like. You know, yeah, we're not gonna judge on that. Okay. Then I read. I think this is not my first Tessa Bailey. My first Tessa Bailey was Window Shopper, but it's like my first series from her. I can't even remember what the series was called, but I read Fix Her Up, Love Her or Lose Her, and Tools of Engagement. So this one and this one are sisters, and this one is like their best friend. Guys, this was a fun, cute read. I I don't know. I wasn't expected to be as cute as it was. Um, I can't even remember what the series was called, and that's gonna bug me. Also, this was gifted to me by a friend for Christmas. Um, she went on my wish list on Amazon, saw them on there, and she went on over to Vinted and bought them. They are in absolute perfect quality for a Vinted book buy. Don't always get that lucky with books, especially from Vinted. Some people just sell them as is. Some have like bent up pages, some have really bad spines. These, however, did not, and I'm so chuffed. I'll just turn it sideways, it makes it easier. Um, yeah, I'm very happy with how that came out. I really enjoyed these. I think overall the series was like a good, like a 5 star. That's how much I did enjoy them. I'm pretty sure like between 4 to 5, because I think there was one that was like 4.75 or 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. But yeah, I did enjoy them. It was super fun to read them. And then if you guys remember, I did this one as a reading vlog for you guys. I'm pretty sure it was you guys. I did it for a year. I did. Sorry, I have because the cat sat on me and yeah. I'm holding books there. There's no space. I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's no space for you with the books that if he fits, he sits. Yeah, I did this series for you guys as oh, oh my gosh. I need to turn it and I can't. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is so heavy. The Good Girls Guide to Can I just there we go, yeah, there we go. The Good Girls Guide to Murder. Oh my god. They're all just wriggling around. Good Girls Guide to Murder. I read these as I did a reading vlog for you guys as well, and I read them. I loved them. I actually did watch the first series on BBC as well, which is now on Netflix. So I'll be rewatching it there. And series two is due out. I did a reading vlog for these. I loved them. I do have obviously Five Survive, which I was thinking I could do another reading vlog for that one because it would be nice to do another Holly Jackson reading vlog maybe after I finished the Inheritance one maybe. I don't know. I'm all over the gap. Well, actually, no. I think Five Survive probably be before that one. Anyway, I'm all over the gaff with this, but I really did enjoy this series. It was definitely. Oh, please, Dexter. I really did enjoy this series. It was super fun to read. I'm gonna have to put them down because they are so heavy. They are so fun to read. Even the little novella, and they're all the collector's editions, which was so cute. I did have the original copies, the paperbacks. How about we just hold up one of them? We know what we're talking about. We'll just hold up the first one. Um, I ordered these ones. Hadn't even read the paperback copies yet. I'd changed them over straight away. Yeah, but I did, and I love their these pages. I ate these books up too. I had to keep reminding myself that I was doing the reading vlog and I had to stop to do like updates for you guys. But yeah, this is definitely a series that was in my top favorites of the year as well, for sure. Yeah, 100% for sure in my top favorites of the year because I got so drawn into these, and I mean, the ending of the last book threw me off. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed. Not in you, obviously. I'm on about the book. But yeah, sorry. Also, on a side note, me and Darren are watching Stranger Things now. I know everyone and their mothers have watched Stranger Things, but apparently not me and Darren. No, it's because I knew that there was gonna be 5 seasons, and I knew the last one was coming out like last year, and I was like, yeah, we'll wait till that's out and then we'll watch it all. Because I'm one of those that don't really like sitting there waiting for. Can you stop making biscuits, please? I don't really like sitting there waiting forever for. Okay, no, you can't get under there, please. Sorry, how? Um, I don't like waiting forever for a series. I hate waiting for like Wednesday right now. What are you doing? Fine. I don't really like waiting for Wednesday. It's just bugging me when I have to wait for series. But I don't mind like if it's a cooking show, I can wait for that patiently. But when it's a show like Wednesday, or in this case, it would have been Stranger Things, because if I'd watched season one and then waited God knows how long for the next season, I probably would have gone crazy. So yeah, I was like that when I was watching Outlander too. I had to wait for it all to come out in the end because I couldn't, and I'm so behind on that too. But I'm gonna just rewatch it all eventually. But yeah, anyway, back to where I was. So that's the explaining of the jumper. Um, yeah, this was probably the last series I read of the year. Not the last series. The last series would have been the Inheritance Games overall for series, and the last book I read of the year was the Raiders of the Lost Art Heart. I nearly called it something else because it gives me Indiana Jones vibes. That's why. But yeah, I did this as a reading vlog. I think I'm gonna do the Five Survivors a reading vlog. I also have that as a collector's edition as well, so that'll be fun. Yeah, that's literally it. That was all the books, all of them. Oh, apart from one, which I gave to a friend, but I can't remember what it was bloody called now. But I sent it off to a friend for her little one. Sorry, can we just not whatever you're doing? But yeah, so that's all the books that I read. So the next video for you guys will be my favorite books of the year, and then hopefully we'll get some actual like March wrap up in for books I've actually read in March, because I haven't read any at the moment and I'm so depressed with myself for not doing that. I'm so sorry, guys. I haven't felt since May. I've hardly read. May last year. I've hardly read. I'm just not feeling it. And like normally, if I'm not reading, I'm diamond painting. I haven't even done any diamond painting. I've just clearly I'm in like a hobby slump in general. So can we just please? But yeah, so um yeah, we're just going with that right now. Hopefully we'll be back to normal, back to the scheduled programming. I'm super excited because I'm going to Wonderland this year, which is in Nottingham, with a friend as well. So I'm so excited. I actually bought the VIP ticket, which includes a ball and a meal. I'm just super excited. I've already got 2 pre-orders in for 2 authors. I'm so excited. I am obviously planning another pre-order in. Guys, I can't. I'm so excited for this event. This is going to be my first ever book event that I'd ever been to, and I'm so excited. And I know it sounds silly. For those that are going to them all the time and stuff like that, it's my first, and I'm super stoked. So yeah, forgive me guys for being excited. So this year probably isn't going to have as many like book buys in general, because I'm mostly going to be getting like, I've got that to do and pay for those pre-orders. So yeah, I'm just super stoked. So bye guys, I'll see you in the next video.